Sometimes you just need to ask for help there, Kate.
Absolutely.
Like you were asking me over the break.
Just a little reach out.
Yeah, a little reach out. Kate's in need of a man. Sometimes you need some financial help. Rob, we're going to be right with you. Behind on your mortgage and foreclosure, facing a sheriff's sale, I can't help you. You got to call David Siegel. He could help you with that. He could also help you with a divorce. Him and his bankruptcy attorneys, and can help you save your home possibly with Chapter 13. Call him now, 773-276-6868, 773-276-6868. David Siegel is a debt relief agency. You can also go to townstone.com, townstone.com, to get all of my advertisers' contact information. Click on the advertiser button. So, Robert, here's what I'm hearing from you. Okay, you're making 16 G's a year, right? Robert?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a vendor.
Okay. So you've got a varied income, seasonal income, right? Because you do the.
Well, I work year round at various different venues.
Okay. So, but it's $16,000 of verifiable income, right? Yeah.
I think it's.
You get a W-2 from the vending company, right?
Yeah.
And
I think it's a total. Last year was about 8,000, and then there's the the rental and stuff.
Okay, so here's your situation. So it's a total of 16 after the depreciation on your adjustable gross income. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm telling you, then you don't have a chance in hell to get this thing going with your with a mortgage in this day and age. Did you get those loans full documentation or stated income back in the day?
I'm sorry, say that again?
When you got these mortgages back when you took them out, right?
No, that was stated. Well, I was working full time for a big company.
Okay. Okay, so you're working full time with the big company, making more money.
Right.
Okay, now you're making a lot less money, and you can't document any income. Those loans right now, my friend, are going to be tough to refinance. And for anybody else out there,
well, let me ask you this: should I go in and amend my tax returns?
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I mean, the stated income loan right now, even though guys like you need them and other people need them, okay, they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're not there anymore. And I'll sit here and
with the even with the paying
they're not there. Robert, not there anymore means not there anymore. Okay, that means last call. The beer shuts off in the 7th inning. That's what it means that it's not there anymore. Okay?
All right.
Okay, that's what it means. It's just not there. Now, some people will tell you that stated income loans were the disgust of the industry and terrible, and I will tell you that those people don't know what they're talking about. And if used correctly in Robert's situation, ever make a late mortgage payment, Robert?
No, never.
And you have excellent credit, Robert?
I've got like an 800 credit score. It's 794.
And you've never made a late mortgage payment. You get cash that you can't document. You don't want to document because, according to the current tax laws, you don't have to document. And guys like you and hardworking Americans like you are getting penalized because stated income basically was like the genie that was let out of the bottle, and it wasn't that hot, sexy genie that you dream about from I Dream of Genie. It was that wicked witch of the West, okay? And it hurt a lot of people, all right? And unfortunately, in this current day and age, you're not going to be able to get a stated income loan, which is what you need to do what you want to do.
Why? The banks.
Why?
Too much risk.
It's too much risk. Why? Because the banks didn't check it when they came out with it the past couple of years. And the past 3 years, anybody with the pulse could get a stated income loan. And, it went crazy, and we're in a big world of hurt right now. That's why we got foreclosures up the wazoo. Again, Robert is in a bad spot.
So someone in his situation is to sit tight and wait till lending guidelines change?
Or go back and get their taxes amended and have their tax return show they're making more money. The kicker in on that is, Kate, they're going to have to pay more taxes and back taxes on the found income that their accountants are doing. So it's a double-edged sword. In order to get financing today, you got to show as much money as you can, brother. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Robert.
Good luck.
Take it easy. Hey, John, how are you? 312-642-5600. What's going on, Johnny?
Hi, David. How's it going?
It's going good. 312-642-5600. I always talk to people, about people on the radio, Kate, and I do advertisements, and I've got ads running of people I couldn't help. And always call Townstone, at least to give us a shot when you're buying a home or refinancing, to at least give us a call so we could, bounce some ideas off you to see what we could do for you. And if we can help you, we're going to give you honest advice. And John's one of those guys. So I wanted John to call in to let everybody know of our conversation and how it went, and just in his own words, even though I couldn't help him, what the experience was. So how you doing, John? Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Doing well. Thank you.
Okay. Why don't you just, in your own words, tell the listeners what it was like calling and what we did and what we couldn't do and why we couldn't do it.
Well, my main interest was to refinance my home and get away from the arm that I'm involved with right now. And my trouble is at this point in time, my home is not worth or valued at what I needed to go forward with the loan. It's appraising at about $60,000 less than I had anticipated. So I guess until the market turns around and straightens out a little bit and things go back the other way, I guess I'm kind of in a holding pattern here.
Right, and John is a perfect example of, I got a tax bill. It says my house is worth $260. John and his wife, obviously think that his house is worth $260. Then we did we ordered the appraisal because we had to do an FHA loan, so we paid for a CMA or ordered a CMA, comparative market analysis, and the comparative market analysis came back at $200,000, even though John has got a $260 tax bill, which now John could go back and present it to his. Well, actually, we're going to do we're going to do an appraisal on John's home just for the hell of it, so at least he has it. And if a house does appraise for more, then we'll refinance him. But if it doesn't appraise for more, he'll have a hard copy that his home today is only worth $200. Then he could go back
protest
to the county and petition for a tax reassessment. And John, just in your own words, what was it like working with Townstone? What was the advice? Even though I couldn't help you, did we blow you off? Did I hang up on you? Was I rude to you? Why don't you tell the listeners what it was like for a guy that I couldn't help? Because I always bring guys on that I help, Kate, because those are the success stories. But sometimes you got to bring on a guy like John and his wife who I couldn't help. So I just wanted to bring John on because not everybody's a success, unfortunately. We have a lot more guys calling in like John than we do people that, we can do just because of value problems. So John, in your own words, what was it like?
Well, obviously, I listened to 8900 and heard about you guys, and so I called directly to you, and David, you actually answered the phone when I called, and it was actually refreshing and very nice to be able to get somebody on the phone that didn't seem like they were going to give me the runaround. And actually, David worked with me to see what we could do. We talked on the phone probably 3 or 4 days in a row, trying to work something out. And my own gut feeling is I still believe that sometime maybe in the near future we might be able to do something. But never at any point did I feel like I was getting the runaround or getting blown off in any manner at all. Quite the opposite. Super impressed with the way you just wanted to help me and actually called me back several times with questions to me unexpectedly. So very nice to find something like that, in these times we're going through.
Well, what his credit card number was and his ACH routing number, because we wanted to start taking money out of his accounts, which he didn't know. Right? So, but but John, I'm kidding. But John, I appreciate you calling in. Sometimes we can help people, and we encourage people to call us for help. And even if we can't help them, we give them good advice to get them on the right path. And John, you and I are going to stay in touch over the next 6-8 months, year, until that property value in your area that's taken a pretty big shot starts coming back, and we could get you out of that risky arm and into a nice 30-year fixed loan, right?
Yes, and as a matter of fact, we're scheduled for the appraisal later on next week.
Right.
And looking forward to see how that comes in. And I'm going to stay positive, and hopefully we'll be able to get something taken care of sometime soon.
Thanks, buddy. We got to head to the break. I appreciate you calling. 312-642-5600. 312-642-5600. You listen to the Townstone Financial Show on AM 560 WIND. We're going to take a short break and be back after these messages.